Hello students, welcome back to Spring 2022 Course Orientation Part 2, which deals with Blackboard. I am Dr. Mercado and I am super excited to be back. So I hope by now all of you have listened to Course Orientation Part 1, which basically gave a little bit of overview about myself and about the different classes that I'll be teaching. Okay, this is just a recap of the different courses and course sections that I will be teaching Spring 2022. I will be teaching 5 sections online and 2 sections face-to-face. Okay, I've already covered this in the first part of the orientation video, but regardless of the type of class that you will be taking, you will be using Blackboard. Very important that we know how to use it. We are going to be using Blackboard Ultra, okay? So make sure that we listen to part 2 of the orientation, and I'm going to give you key points about where to locate information for my courses on Blackboard, okay? Just another friendly reminder that classes do begin January the 18th. If you are a face-to-face class, the first week of class, all of our classes are going to be online. So face-to-face instruction is going to resume on January the 24th. Okay, that is just some key information. Now that I have recapped that, I'm going to jump in over to South Texas College website, where this is where you will be accessing your Blackboard courses. Okay, so you're going to go to southtexascollege.edu, and then this is going to populate. You're going to go to the top right hand corner and there's a Blackboard link. You're going to click on it. And then it should ask you for a username and password. Because I'm in my home computer, it's already set up to automatically log me in. But you enter your username and your password, and then voila, you will be in your Blackboard shell kind of a thing, where you have all of your information, your Blackboard dashboard. That is the correct word, your dashboard. Okay, so going back, you're going to go to your courses. Now, my Blackboard will maybe look a little bit different than your Blackboard because I'm a professor and you're a student, but overall you should have a tab that deals or has your courses, okay? Now you have all of the courses listed. I am only going to focus on my Spring 2022 courses, so I'm going to go to my current courses and I'm going to select my Spring 2022 section here, and then all of the courses that you are taking will populate, okay? So you're going to find my class, okay, in the list of courses that you registered for, and you're going to click there. Okay. For me, these are the courses that I'm going to be teaching, okay. Now, it doesn't really matter for me what course I go into because I structure all of my courses basically the same way. The layout for most of the part is the same for all of my classes. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to select a class. Okay, I'm going to select this one, for example. So when you open or you select my course, you'll see the title of my course. And then you'll have some of you will have the Pronto instant messenger link. Others don't have that link, but you still can access Pronto. Pronto is basically a messaging system that you can use, and once you register for one Pronto messaging or through the app, you can download the app on your phone. You can communicate with me or with your classmates using Pronto. Okay, but that's something completely different. What I do want to cover is the Start Here module here. Okay, you can go over all of the information provided in your shell at your own pace. I'm going to go over information that you do need to cover. Okay, so the first thing when you go into my course is that you need to go to the Start Here tab. There's a little arrow, you click on it, and then all of the items under the Start Here tab will expand. Okay, so the first thing you have is basically a welcome announcement. You have a picture of myself, and then you've got my contact information. My office is at the Pecan campus, room J2, second floor, room 1006. I've got my office telephone. Now, very important, I will only answer my office telephone while I'm in my office hours. If I'm not in my office hours, then more than likely I'm either in class or I'm not in the office. So the only time you can reach me in my office telephone is while it's my office time. You've got my email that you can email me. Now, my office hours for Spring 2022 are Mondays and Wednesdays from 11:50 to 12:50, and on Thursdays from 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. Okay, so you just have a little welcome video here. You can go through this information. Okay. You go through the essential course information that will be giving or providing you with information about your specific course. I'm going to let you all read all of this information on your own, textbook information, all of that. Okay, but make sure that you go through all of this information. Then you will have the Concourse syllabus and then my version of the syllabus. Either one has about the same information. I like my syllabus a little bit more because it has just a little bit more information that is not required to be included in Concourse, and the layout I think is just simpler. But regardless, you can print or download either of those syllabus. You have information about my chair, their contact information, information about myself, and information about the course. You'll find the textbook that you need, your assignments, grading, okay, how much is each of the assignments worth, the grade point scale. I grade on a 1,000 point scale system. So if you earn between 900 and 1,000 points at the end of the semester, you'll get an A. Between 800 and 899 points, you'll get a B. Between 700 to 799 points, you'll get a C. Between 600 and 699 points, you'll get a D. And anything below 599, you'll get an F. So all of my classes, I use this grade point scale. What does change is the weights of the assignment. Every class has different weights, has different types of assignments. So make sure that you refer to your specific syllabus for that, okay? So attendance is very important. Make sure that you keep up with your assignments, that you participate, that you complete them on time. If you need to withdraw from the course, it is the student's responsibility to complete the withdrawal process. Okay, I do not drop students. You need to withdraw from the course. You need to go to the Office of Admissions and Records and complete the withdrawal process. Okay. So there's just a whole bunch of information. If you have any type of disability, make sure that you contact the respective department so they can go ahead and provide you those accommodations. The course structure, make sure that you read through this. For all of my classes, you have to read. That is required. Reading happens first. Then you have your assignments on Cengage for your homework and your quizzes. You have 2 tries. And I will always keep the highest grade earned. Okay. So I highly encourage students that if you do not do well on your first attempt, you utilize the second attempt to try to improve your grade. I always keep the highest grade. Tests, you also have 2 tries, and I keep the highest grade as well. Okay, and for each time that you take your homework or your test, there will be different problems. Okay, then you're gonna have your exams. Usually you get 3 hours for your test, and then depending on the class that you're taking, you might or you might not have group projects. But just make sure that you read through the syllabus. Okay, and then at the very end of the syllabus, this is what I wanted to show you. You have a weekly schedule. Okay, week 1, the date it runs, and what needs to happen week 1. These are the assignments that need to be completed and by what date, okay? And it's a breakdown by week, okay? I don't want to hear, Miss, I did not know these assignments were due. It's on your syllabus. Print it out and make sure that you scratch off as you're completing your assignments, okay? So make sure that you print your syllabus. That's there. If you want to get the Concourse syllabus, you can also retrieve it, okay? And then you can just print it out as well. It's just a different layout, but it basically has the same information, my contact information. All of the information that is needed is provided in the Concourse syllabus. So it doesn't matter which one you print as long as you print it out, okay? And then you have a whole bunch of technical support phone numbers or links that you can use in case you have any issues with Blackboard. Okay, so just navigate through, go through all of the information under the Start Here tab. Okay, now once you're done with the Start Here tab, you'll have a folder or a content folder that basically has your Cengage course assignment links. If you click on the down arrow, it's going to open up all of the links to Cengage. The only way to access my class or my assignments in Cengage is that you need to go through Blackboard. I have linked my Blackboard to Cengage. So in order for you to get to my class in Cengage, you have to log in into Blackboard and then select the appropriate link, and then that will redirect you to Cengage. Okay. So you'll have all of the different assignments. You have everything that you need here related to Cengage, the ebook, whatever the case might be. It's all under this content folder. Okay. Now, you've gone over everything under the Start Here tab. You reviewed your Cengage course assignment links. Now you're getting ready to work on week number 1. Okay. So you're going to go to week number 1 and you're going to select a little drop down arrow. And then you will have everything that needs to happen week number 1. I have a module overview. If you select that, it basically tells you what we're covering this week. Okay. So for example, for this specific class, we are covering chapter 1. I give you a little bit of an overview. Every week I give you a motivational quote. I want students to be encouraged to continue with their education. It is super important that we do. And then we have an overview of the chapter, the learning objectives for that chapter. Okay. And then below that you have a to-do list. Okay. So you need to read the chapter, you need to review the PowerPoints, and you need to review the lectures. Okay. That's also on your syllabus. And when you're done, you're going to work on assignments. You have to do your syllabus course orientation quiz in Blackboard, your Cengage tutorial assignment in Cengage, Chapter 1 homework, and Chapter 1 quiz in Cengage. And all of week 1 assignments are due on Sunday, January the 23rd at 11 p.m. So everything is outlined here. There is no guessing. Everything is provided. And then down here, I give you a link to the PowerPoint. And then I give you a lecture over Chapter 1 that you need to listen to. Okay. When you're done with this, then you are ready to tackle your assignments. Here you have your syllabus course orientation quiz. You're going to click on it and then you're going to do your quiz. It's 30 minutes long. You're going to read chapter 1 and then you're going to begin working on your assignments. You've got your Cengage tutorial, your chapter 1 homework, and your chapter 1 quiz for this specific class. Now, the items will change depending on the class that you're in, but this is how it's structured. You have an overview and then you have links to all of the assignments. So if you want to complete the homework, you just click on the link, you click on it, and it's going to redirect you out of Blackboard and into Cengage. Okay, that is how you're going to be able to access your assignments. Okay, so then it'll take you to the assignment where you can begin the assignment. Okay, so if you need to access the ebook, you just click on the link and it will take you to the ebook. You need to complete the assignment, you click on the assignment and it will take you to the assignment. Okay, and that's how it's going to run every week. That's week number 1. Week number 2, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go into week number 2. What are we covering week number 2? Well, week number 2, we are covering chapter 2. I give you an overview of chapter 2. This is what we're learning in this chapter. This is what you need to do. These are the assignments that need to be completed, your PowerPoint presentation, and any videos that I've uploaded. Okay? And that is basically the structure of how my classes are going to be working. Every week you have a module, and in that module you have everything that you need to succeed. Okay? Now, you will have a gradebook. Okay? Now that we've transitioned to Blackboard Ultra, it's a lot more work for us, the professors on our end, because you're going to be completing your assignments on Cengage. What I've done is I've set it up to when you complete your assignments in Cengage, I automatically bring in your grades into Blackboard. Your grades need to be provided in Blackboard. So I'm feeding your grades from Cengage. I'm downloading them into Blackboard. Every day I have to go in there and I have to basically post your grades manually in the system. So that way the grades from Cengage can populate in Blackboard. So I have to, this is something that I continuously have to do and not forget. That is something new that happened with Blackboard Ultra. That is something that we didn't have to do before, but now that we are being forced to do. But in your gradebook, you will see all of your assignments and your grades. Okay? Messages. If you need to message or if you obtain any messages, this is where you can send messages. You click the little plus sign button right here, and it's going to be a new message. You type the name of the recipient. You'll have a list of all of your classmates, and you can just search for the classmate that you want to message. Or if you want to message me, then you select me. So that you can communicate with your classmates through here. And then so you select the recipient, and then you type your message, and then you just click send. Okay, and then that student or that the professor or instructor will receive a notification that they have a new message from you. Okay, this is the preferred method of communicating. If you want to communicate through email, then that's perfectly fine. Just remember to include your full name and the course and section that you are in. Okay. Okay, let me close that. Oh, why did I close it? Let me go back. Okay. Then what else are we gonna use here? Announcements. Okay, I post announcements every week. You will get an announcement message. I remind students every week what they need to do for that specific week. And that's basically all we're going to be using in this class. Your modules here, if you need to message me, your gradebook. If you want to have a discussion with your classmates, you can open up a discussion here and you can do a discussion. Okay. I don't require discussions in my class, but I do recommend that students establish communication with each other. And a lot of the time, students communicate through Pronto anyways. But whatever the case might be, make sure that you do make a friend or in class. That way you can help each other out and support each other in case you're having any questions. But if you ever have any questions, I'm also here if you need me to address them. But for the most part, in Blackboard, that is what we're looking at. We're looking at the weekly content module. Every week you will have the content folder with the overview of the chapter and links to the assignments. Okay. And the actual buttons that you're going to be using is for your gradebook to check your gradebook, messages if you need to contact me, and announcements. I post announcements weekly. Okay, but feel free to navigate. You're not going to break anything. Navigate Blackboard, get comfortable with it because we are going to be using it all semester. And all of the information that you need will be in Blackboard. Now, I don't click the Pronto Messenger because it's not active yet. The semester hasn't started, so it's not active. So you basically get an error message right now. But once you log in, if you have questions about accessing Pronto, you would just basically click on the link and then it'll take you to Pronto. Or you can just look for the Pronto app in your App Store, and you can download the Pronto app as well. Just like you can download the Blackboard app on your phone as well. That way you can have access to Blackboard on your phones. Remember to keep up with all of your weekly assignments, print your syllabus. Everything is available here. If you have any issues with Blackboard, we do have Blackboard Support, and that information is found under the Start Here tab. So if you have a technical issues with support with Blackboard in specific, this is the team of people that will help you out. The phone number and their email. Okay, so don't hesitate to contact them if your classes are not loading, if you're not able to log into Blackboard. Any Blackboard related question, technical support, you contact them. If you have a question about the content of the class, the problems, the homework, then you contact me. Okay. But that is basically it for this orientation. I just wanted to give you an overview of how it's structured, how it looks, and the key features that we're using, like the gradebook, the messages, and the announcements. And that is basically it. Remember that the only way to access your Cengage assignments is through Blackboard. You log it into Blackboard. Once you're in Blackboard, you select the links, and then those links will take you to Cengage. Okay? So that is basically it. If you do not have your username and password for Blackboard, make sure that you get with the Office of Admissions and Records so they can provide that to you. And it's basically just logging in and then doing whatever is it that you have to do for that week. Number 1, you have to go over the start here content information and the week 1 content information. Okay, that way you can be able to be prepared. So that is basically it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log off, and I'm going to go ahead and jump in to do our final course orientation video, which is over Cengage. Okay, so I'll leave you to that, and until next time, have a wonderful day.